Alright guys, welcome back. SMKGNT, and I'm coming at you with another report. I know it's not a weekly report because I haven't uploaded in the past couple days. I've been having just a lot of stuff occurring in the past you know days. But it looks like we had a major drop down within this week. We dropped down all the way to 54,000. Who's selling? I heard there's a big corporation, Germany. I don't know if it's Germany's government that's selling off, but you guys got to remember, Germany, they don't suffer from hyperinflation as of 2024. Germany, they're totally on the other side of the country. They're not. There's by all means, as of right now, look, at the beginning of the day, people, they like to sell off, or um, like just at the end of the day of a Friday, the price is down. But once people once people see the price down, they like to buy it because it's on sale. Like I've said, when you see the price down, that's when you want to buy, because when you zoom out, you're like, what little drop is this? From just a year ago, we were all the way down here. People are trying to manipulate the market. They don't want people to invest. I'll throw in a little bits of money. I mean, you could see that 17 about $17.50 in U.S. currency is worth about that much satoshis in crypto. So it's not even about buying. You don't gotta buy tremendously large amounts of bitcoins or satoshis. Like, all you need to do is just stack over time, accumulate every little bit, because like I said, this asset, it's limited supply. There's less demand this having. I mean, you could see how fast it spikes up just within a day. People sell off, and then people start buying. This is just what today is Saturday, so it's just crazy how on a Saturday there's a lot of volatility going upwards, and you would think it would be going downwards. And like I've said, a lot of people, they're still scared. They're skeptical to just even comprehend the fact of, is this a good investment, or is this gonna just go straight down? And like I've said, I mean, if you don't really see or understand, I mean, you could watch. I have other videos, because I would report. I've barely started recently reporting on crypto, but I've been in the, well, if you would call it, crypto realm, for a good while. So I kind of know more or less, like just I mean, just today, I'm not really even like, this little sell off or whatever this does not faze me. If people panic, I just see it's a better time to buy, and you might never see this price again. You might, maybe in 2030 you'll be like, what it was at this price. It might be a million of Bitcoin, or 500,000 probably. And you just got to, I mean, a month, I'm telling you, this whole month they've just been trying to sell off. But I'm telling you, with these ETFs, you got to realize ETFs, there's billions of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars just in circulation. So people just got to give it time. I mean, it went from 70,000 a few months ago to 58. That's a lot of volatility, but doesn't mean that it could just jump right back up. And especially with the halving, cutting off the amount of Bitcoin you could buy uh, at once. So right now is a good buying time. Even $50,000, you cannot go wrong, because you've seen it was at 70,000. I told you it was gonna go to 80,000, but I mean, that's not to say it's not. That's just to say that it hasn't happened yet, and it's probably gonna go higher because, by the looks of it, it's just really volatile. And if when, like I've said, from the last bull run, the bull cycle, you see how it'll shoot down, but it's a repeating pattern. If you just gotta really just take into consideration that it's not checkers, it's chess, so the longer you're in it, and just watching, and you also learn, like where do you want to buy it, or if you're just accumulating, just by all means do what's necessary or to what you could afford. You don't have to go buy a whole Bitcoin. You don't gotta, I mean, you know what I mean? And just let it sit there, go do your research um, I mean, there's not too much to it, I mean, unless you're trying to get into other crypto um, tokens, but I'll leave that for another video. But honestly, you guys, like right here, look, let me read this out. Bitcoin mining difficulty hit its lowest levels since March as price dropped to 57,000. So basically, the difficulty to mine it is, I'm guessing it's not as difficult. It's at its lowest of difficulties. Maybe it's because people are not buying as much, so it's easier on them, which is good. Like I said, it's a waiting game. The people that understand the properties of just this whatever what you would call it, a currency or whatever, you would just want to hold on to it. It's like cash. You hold on to cash, but what does it do? Does it appreciate or depreciate? And then that's what people go into start investing, or holding on to stocks, bonds, Roth IRAs, or whatever, because they don't want their money to lose value over time, as and this is, like I said, we're in July 2024, July 5th. So anybody that is just, I mean, honestly, from I remember seeing this in January and thinking like, damn, like I do not know where January, right here, I remember January, like, damn, what am I gonna do? Is it gonna go up or down? And then I remember this spike, and then everybody was like, oh shit, it's the next big thing, man, like, and then when people tend to not see progress or what it seems to be, they don't, you gotta play the waiting game. They don't necessarily seem to understand. They get bored, they get tired, and they want to sell off. Then you got people that are big corporations that are trying to manipulate the people to sell off. But then you got other people that got money, that understand, that'll take advantage when it's at its low peak and go buy a whole bunch of, Bitcoin at a time, which will pumps it up. So it's as simple as that, whatever you're a retail, you know, you don't, like I say, you don't gotta be investing crazy amounts of money, and just because it's at a high price right now doesn't mean that it's too late to invest. People always get it mixed up, like, oh, it's too late for me. Let me go. I mean, you can go for the next coin, but it's always just good to study what you're investing into, and um, just sticking to like what what's best for you. Like I've probably studied. I've known about Bitcoin for what, going on 3 4 years already, and just from that, I'd tell anybody, like, like, don't invest all your money, because you gotta have money on the side, or if like dips, you want to have money to purchase when it hits the dips. And don't think this is my whole balance. I don't carry my whole balance. This is just a little bit I purchased. You're I don't carry them on exchanges. Then you're not really owning your own money, and it's really, I would say, unsafe. But like I've said, like you cannot counterfeit Bitcoin, because when you purchase Bitcoin, you have to purchase it with the real money. You cannot defraud it. You cannot hack. You could hack. The only way someone could hack into your Bitcoin is if you give someone your pass code or your passphrase, and But other than that, your cold wallet is offline unless you have it on a exchange. Then um, that's different. People. This is like a hot wallet practically. Like, and the world is advancing with technology. You gotta really be 5 steps ahead especially when it comes to your money. You don't want to be losing out on money, and that's a big old thing too. Like, you cannot counterfeit money. Like, people counterfeit $100 bills, $20 bills, $5 bills, but you cannot counterfeit Bitcoin. And it's proven. Until you could prove me wrong, let me know. But you cannot counter you cannot counterfeit Bitcoin, and you go on the blockchain, it's all trackable, where every purchases are made or whatever. So let me know what you guys think down below, and I hope you guys invest and share this with a friend. But I'll talk to you guys later. I hope you guys have a good day. Peace out.